Oh, okay. Let's see here. We got Ricky. We got Xavier. We've got Ren. And we got... Which one is it today?
Today we have a bit of Cassandra.
And we have Cassandra. Okay, before we start, I know I made everybody do this last week, but I'm going to make you guys re-roll. Everybody roll a d10 and half it. Re-roll it if it is a 10 or 9 or a 10.
Well, I got an 8.
Okay, well
Didn't
that's a
have
10.
last
So
week's luck.
oh wait, this is not a number die. Never mind. Let me try that again. A 3. I rolled a 9 and a 3. Yeah.
Okay, so we're at 3.
I'm trying to find a D10.
Okay. Ten and then 8. Okay. I'm gonna take that down. I'm gonna. Okay, Ricky. Ricky is 3. Xavier's 2. Ren is 1. And Cassandra?
I got an 8.
Yeah, you're 2. And so is Cassandra.
2? All right.
Yep.
I will gladly take a 2. It's for hunger, right?
Hunger. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have explained that much better. That was my fault. Okay, so we've had a 1 month or 2 month time skip. And I am going to read this because I've had it made up since last week and I want to read it now. To Kindred, time is an illusion. What may some... Oh, okay, I'm sorry. What may be some days to the undead may be years. However, to mortals, time is precious. Time moves in one direction for either, though, and lives may be forever changed. An organization fills its ranks as fast as it can, getting ready for war. A former member of that organization now drinks alone in misery. An embarrassed Nosferatu sulks in their basement, losing themselves more and more. An outer flees fearing his own clan. 2 new Primogen tried to keep their position. A former goal gets the reward and punishment, while another has taken their place. A grandchild cleans and wonders. Guards around the factory are doubled, kicking residents out of their homes. A mother and son mourning their family, while swearing revenge on those who killed their loved ones. They train with vampire hunters as their ranks grow. A pack of Brujas, shamed, looks for revenge. Nothing is ever dull on the streets. An arrow of time keeps pointing in one direction. It is now New Year's. Hold on, I gotta take this. I'm sorry.
No worries.
It's work.
Oh, I thought that was part of the speech.
Forks that help for us. Oh. Then you probably should go to the hospital and have it looked at. If I hold it like, I'm okay.
Okay, sorry about that.
No worries. Welcome back.
That broke the flow. Like, that kind of pissed me off. That broke the flow of what I was doing.
What can you do sometimes? Let's carry on. Nothing ever happened.
Okay. Nothing is dull on the streets, and the arrow of time keeps pointing in one direction. It is now New Year's. Mortals and kindred alike are celebrating new life, new opportunities. In one club named after the first wife of Adam, mortals and kindreds dance together as Chicago watches. And what's everybody doing?
Well, it's New Year's, yes?
Yes.
Ricky has got the club decked out in not really Christmas stuff, like wreaths and mistletoe and kind of the non-religious holiday stuff. And he's having a big New Year's bash.
I guess Cassandra would also partake in that. Maybe even ask if Megan wants to come along.
Megan is going to decline, as she has to go to a soiree at the Succubus Club.
Yeah, to be expected. Maybe who else? Who else could you ask?
Is Brad there?
Brad is always there.
Okay. Some things that I probably forgot to mention, and I do apologize for that. There is a kindred that you guys have been told to take care of and to teach. That is Ren.
That's me.
Yeah. Or she could ask Emily if she wants to come along.
Yeah, Emily will go along.
Hell yeah.
What's Xavier doing?
Well, if there's a party going on, Xavier will attend if...
Okay, so the party is going really great. Everybody's having a good time, I hope. Cassandra, you notice Brad in the corner, and he's talking to another lamp there.
Oh.
Trying to hook up with it.
Who's Brad?
Brad is my cell phone.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, wait.
Huey was the lamp.
Huey. Yeah, is Huey there?
Huey is probably also currently in the club. I never took him back so far. Kind of kidnapped him from home. But I guess he likes it.
So you notice Huey in the corner talking to another lamp, trying to laying down the game.
Some sweet talk to another fancy lamp. Gonna have a little listen in, see how it's going.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said I'm sure his game is just electric.
Oh.
As you listen in, it's just the romantic stuff. He's trying to butter up the other lamp, and the other lamp seems to be biting at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Good for him.
I've never seen a lamp bite.
Figuratively. Or maybe someone drew a mouth there. Maybe Cassandra even, who knows?
It's coming down to midnight. Everybody stops dancing for a little bit as they watch the ball drop. Counting down like the last couple seconds. And as soon as it hits number 1, as soon as they hit 0 and it starts yelling Happy New Year's, a few things happen all at once. The first thing that happens is fireworks starts. You start hearing fireworks outside. The second thing that happens is you hear firebombs outside.
Oh shit.
Well.
And as the firebombs start going off, everybody in the club is starting to panic now.
What is it with this place and firebombs? Explosions.
All right, Ricky will try to keep the calm inside and send his ghoul Isabel out to see what's happening.
Okay. She comes back a couple of seconds later and goes, there seems to be a car explosion outside.
Again?
This
fucking
neighborhood is going to shit.
Well, I mean, if you ask the Section of Inquisition, it's already been that way. Oh-ho.
Their opinion doesn't matter.
All right, I will get everybody up to the second floor where it's safer.
Okay.
And shrapnel won't come flying in so much.
Okay.
And I'll get them in the back portion of the club so that they're safe because, you know, I got to run a good establishment here. And hey, how about we go outside and see if this is random cause or if it's targeted?
Okay, somebody, because I do not have your things there. I know you guys have a something on your thing. On your yeah, I know that's kind of not specific.
Lia, Chassé, Portillon, along that.
I'm trying to remember. The Portillon. How many dots are in there?
2 dots. Portillon.
2. You know, the French sounding thing.
Yeah, that's 2 dots.
Yep.
Okay. As soon as you're able to get people up there, all of a sudden a person busts in the downstairs, the entrance of the club, wearing like almost riot gear.
What kind of gear? Riot gear. Okay.
Yeah, riot gear.
Can I shoot them?
You Want to shoot someone
yeah,
with
go ahead and give me
variety.
a dexterity plus
I
firearms.
just want to know if I could. I'm not going to yet.
I mean, if you
FBI.
want to, go ahead.
Just, I'm not sure what they're here for yet, so I'll wait. But I'll be ready to draw and shoot.
Okay.
Ricky calls out from the top of the stairs, hey, what's all this?
Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, you're kidding me! A bullet just grazes your ear and flies right past you, Ricky.
Why is everyone always shooting us first? I hate everyone.
That sounds like it's time to shoot back.
Time to defend ourselves.
Right? Yes? Shoot back time?
Yes.
Shoot back time.
Okay, what's everybody's attention? We'll go up from the top to the bottom. Ricky.
Okay. Ricky's gonna try to take cover and make his way down the stairs.
Okay. Xavier.
How close is the shooter? And how many?
There's only one, and they seem to be about 10 feet away.
Are we in view of the patrons?
No.
Yeah, I'll still shoot him with the 357. That's Dex
Okay.
firearms.
Okay, Dex plus firearms. Yep. And if you got a speciality in it, you may add one more.
Yes. Okay. 7. Gotcha.
Okay, Ren, what are you up to?
I'm just gonna go invisible.
Okay.
It's a rouse check.
7 successes.
How do I do a rouse check? It's been a while.
You
roll 1d10.
Better.
Okay. That's a success.
Okay.
Just
Cassandra, what's your
I might
attention?
have to leave early.
Same.
Gotcha.
Pardon? What did you say, Kazumi?
What's your intention?
I'm gonna shoot with my crossbow some fool into the head. Yeah.
Okay, dexterity plus firearms as well.
Alright, I am going
Do you need my roll yet?
rouse check.
Yes, I got your roll.
That's a
Okay.
I got it. You got
failure.
7, right?
Yes. I got 7 successes on 7 dice. No crits, no zeros. Very funny.
Plus 2. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are the wrong dice, but it's still 4, so it's a failure. 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay. Ricky, you do take cover as you continue to go down the steps. Ren, you go invisible. You're no longer standing there. Well, you are, but nobody else sees you. Xavier and yes, Xavier and Cassandra, you shoot, and the bullets bounce off the bulletproof vest that they have.
Well, bulletproof, but it's not arrow-proof.
That actually makes more sense than you think it does.
Does it?
I mean,
don't know.
yeah.
Kevlar works.
It has to do with the momentum, but yes, it actually does. A crossbow will smash through a bulletproof vest.
All right. All right. The arrow is sticking out of the bulletproof vest.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think the game makes any differentiation, even though I know that a crossbow moves too slowly to be stopped by a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that as well.
Rush just joking. If it's not a hit, it's not a hit.
Oh no, it's a hit. You hit them.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't look like it made any damage to the person underneath the right gear.
And the 357 didn't do anything either?
I mean, you see them wince, and as they wince, they kind of they don't fire their shot.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense.
So we evened. Got it.
It didn't. It's not that you evened. It is that once they went to fire, because of what they have on, you were able to do like 1 point of damage to them, which is enough to make them drop their whatever they were going to do.
Is it next round?
Yes, next round.
Is there only one guy in the door?
There's only one guy, yes.
All right, then. We outnumber them for once. Let's lose it and shoot again. Pick tactics.
Is this idiot in range of my arms of armament at this point?
Yes.
Okay, I intend to proc my arms of Ahriman and touch him with Oblivion's touch.
Ooh, nice.
Is that a new power?
Yes, it is. It's sweet. It does aggravated damage and causes a debilitating injury.
Go ahead and give me a rouse check.
Right? Let me put my foot out of the way here so I can do this.
I think it's 2, 1 for arms and 1 for touch.
No, touch doesn't say it requires a rouse check.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Touch does. Yes, it does. Yes.
It's the very last line on the first page of touch. Cost 1 rouse check.
Okay, well, I succeeded for arms of Ahriman. Oh, come back here, you little bastard. And I failed for touch, so that's 400 now. And I'm really wanting to eat this bastard.
Eat him. Go ahead.
Do it.
Yeah, take another.
Busted in here. He busted in here. Wrecked our party.
And
I
this
think we
is
should just eat him.
I didn't know you could use Touch of Oblivion with Arms of Ahriman.
yeah, it's a touch, and I channel Oblivion energy into them through a touch.
You have to make physical contact with the victim.
Right. So what is it, like a Dex plus Oblivion?
It is a
rouse check. It's actually Strength plus Brawl.
yes.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna make another 2 rouse checks, 1 for potence, which succeeded, and 1 to rouse the blood, which failed. Look at that. I'm at maximum hunger. I'm about to frenzy on this poor fucker.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. Because you're going into 5, you automatically frenzy.
Okay.
So you lounge right at him, and you just tear him apart.
Okay.
Go down to 0 and take 2 stains.
Jesus.
All
That's
right.
one way to kill him. I hope nobody saw that.
He interrupted our party. That's the least he deserves.
So nobody could see that,
Yes.
right?
No, nobody's seen that.
Good.
Yes, thank you. He deserved it. He wrecked our party.
Still.
The party needed confetti. What can I say?
Should probably have someone clean this up before anyone comes down again. Just saying.
And without even is that as if it was like summoned by some mystical force? As you said that, Yana is there starting the cleanup.
Nice.
I should wish for things more often. Do something true sometimes.
Isabel upstairs, keep the guests up there so nobody sees them. I'll put another couple of these up with 3.
where you're doing, Ak, it's coming through and it's kind of loud.
Sorry, my laptop isn't very stable.
Oh. You're fine. Okay, so two things that you notice, like as she's cleaning up the clothing, at least. One, there's a little name tag thingy that says First Light on it.
Expected. Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is there is a envelope.
Let's pick up the envelope.
It is addressed to the Fang gang.
That's us. So, message is successfully delivered. Let's open up this bad boy, shall we? Or...
Okay, as you open it up, you notice the beautiful handwriting of that would probably be from Prince Jackson, explaining to you that they lost a messenger somewhere in the town of Willerton, and they would like you to go and try to find the messenger. And as you're picking up the letter, you notice that there, like, some bills fall down, like money bills.
Hell yeah. How much?
How much? How much money falls out?
It looks about 10 $100 bills.
So 1,000.
Not bad.
Some money.
Am I still invisible?
Yes, you're so invisible.
Awesome.
You're invisible as long as you want to be invisible.
Cool. Oh, yeah, that is how that works.
Is that just Oblivion 2? Or Obfuscate 2?
Yeah.
I have that.
Ren's not good in a fight, so invisibility made sense.
Yeah, Xavier is good in a fight. That's why invisibility made sense.
Well, you approached it from different angles.
More correctly, Xavier is best when they get the drop on someone. Low
That's
stamina,
fair.
high strength.
Just because I can, Cassandra's gonna turn on her sense the unseen.
Oh,
You can't hide from me.
I can try.
Cassandra.
Yeah?
This is interesting.
Ooh.
Because not only do you see Ren, but you see something in the corner that looks like kind of a ghost.
Oh, what does this ghost look like? Just like
you
a
don't
human?
happen to mention that aloud, do you?
What?
You don't happen to mention the presence of a ghost aloud, do you?
Not yet. Last ghost we came close to just flew
Because
through the...
I can see ghosts if I'm trying to.
I mean, that's what Sense the Unseen is for.
That's what Oblivion Sight is for.
So what does this ghost look like? Man, woman, rabbit?
Child?
It is hard to tell. They are not using any clothes that you would recognize as either male or female. As if clothing would have a gender anyway.
What's a gender?
And their hair is long, but that might be because, some guys have long hair. Some girls do too. And then after like 5 seconds, they disappear.
Oh. Don't want to alarm you, but this place might be a bit haunted. Pretty sure I just saw a ghost over there.
That was just me. I'll break invisibility.
No, besides you, I saw you very well there, standing around, not doing anything while we were risking our lives.
I was taking note.
Sure. But still, over there was something. It's gone now, but I will keep an eye on this place from now on. Well, except that we probably have to leave for this town soonish, so once we're back here. Okay, was there anything else in the envelope, or just the message and the money?
Just the message in the money.
Did the first skylight have any other equipment on him? Or just his gun and his riot gear?
Just his gun and his riot gear.
Okay.
It looks like what might have happened is he interrupted the notes and decided to bust in and alert and try to get the drop on you guys.
Well,
he did not.
Never worked.
What?
I said we could have told him it never works. I mean, we try to get the drop on them all the time, and it never works.
Uno reverse card. It's easy as that. Can I steal his riot gear?
It does not fit you, but I mean, yeah, you can.
Would it be possible to adjust it over time?
I don't know.
Can I take his gun?
Yes.
I don't have one.
Now
okay.
You got one.
Now I have a gun.
Hell yeah.
I don't think I have anything in firearms. Okay.
It's better than hiding and doing nothing.
What type of gun is it? My notes.
That is what I'm trying to find out right now. It is a nice full suit, and yeah, some of the items you would be able to over time be able to modify to fit you, but a lot of it you're not going to be able to.
Maybe there's another girl somewhere out there wearing something that fits me eventually. Well,
just not for nothing, Ricky has a high craft skill and can probably do that for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
And if you want a weapon adjusted, he's even better at that.
Oh, now that I'm coming back to eventually.
It is a nice little weapon there. It is a it is a 357. I'm sorry.
How much damage does that do?
Yeah, that's my weapon.
Yes, it is.
So this guy came in with riot gear and one gun to take
4.
out a host of vampires. Okay. All right. Got some balls. Gotta give him that.
It counts for something.
Yeah, but the stupid.
I mean, you have to give him props sometime, you know?
I mean, yeah, Ricky got a nice, tasty meal out of it, so it's not all bad.
He needed the automatic steak cannon from Vampire Batman.
Too bad there isn't one. After the person is cleaned up, the guests are allowed back down, and they start partying again. It's almost like whatever fear that they had, they decided to say screw it and start partying again.
It's
It is
only
Chicago.
once a year.
It's once a year, and it is Chicago, so yes.
Is Huey still fine?
Huey is still fine. He
Okay.
is still. It seems like he is closer to the lamp he was talking to earlier.
Oh my! What a Casanova!
So, what are we gonna do with this letter?
Well, is there a date when we are supposed to get there, or just that we are supposed to get there?
You're supposed to get there.
I guess we should be on our way by tomorrow then.
Well, I'm thinking, we're still kind of in touch with the prince. Better sooner than later.
Can you repeat that?
I said I'm thinking on account of we're still kind of in Dutch with the prince. Better sooner than later.
That's very true. Sure. How do we get there though? So, how far is it away? Does someone have a card here?
We got 2 cars.
A card, map, something, planning, route. I am weird. I don't know why. Maybe our map Chicago can help us. Nessie only has a map of Chicago in his mind.
You go up to Chicago, and he's like, "Wellington's not on my map. Sorry."
I should have expected that, to be fair. Maybe you should hang a few more maps next to you. Don't feel that
Can I
small.
Google it?
I'm sorry.
Can I Google it?
Yeah.
I still have the phone that I
Go
was
ahead and give
told
me.
to get rid of.
Okay, go ahead and give me intelligence plus an investigation.
Oh, that's 8 things. Okay. 7 successes.
Any on a blood die?
No.
Okay. And how many did you do?
8. Because it was 4 intelligence and then I have 4 investigation.
Okay. So, what you learned is that Willerton is a farming community, growing mostly corn, with a population of 665 people. The town holds only one hotel, unimaginatively named the Willington Hotel, and a cemetery of 3,000 graves.
Oh.
Oh, it's tiny.
You also found out that it counted exactly 665 people since the 2010 census. The Willington Hotel is new, and the town only just increased its online presence as a tourist draw. The cemetery is moderately popular with self-proclaimed ghost hunters. Before Wellington promoted itself as a tourist destination, it served mainly as a road stop to bikers and truckers. The Last Chance Saloon and Sam's Motorcycles and Diner serve both. Sam's has old roots. A building has stood on that spot as far as back as the town records go. 4 people have gone missing around Wellington in as many years, but the local police determined all to be cases of runaways. And the last thing that you find out is that there is a gap in the microfiche copies of the Kendall County News, the primary newspaper in the Wellington area, from May 31st, May 31st, 1888, until the September 4, 1889 issue.
That's not suspicious at all. I'll share all of that with everybody.
So a small place in the middle of nowhere. Great.
With 665 people.
Hmm,
The
Add
Courier.
probably one to that.
probably by now. Let's
Yeah.
make it look fancy.
The courier that you're supposed to try to find is named Everett York, and he carried an important missive from the prince, but went missing around Willerton.
And we don't know to whom the missive was going or where.
The only thing that it says on there, it doesn't say who is going to. It just says that the coterie is absolutely. I'm sorry. If you're absolutely forced to choose between them, the missive is more important than the courier, and that the letter is not to be opened under any circumstances.
Okay.
I want to open it.
I know. As soon as it says, okay, not to be opened under any circumstances, I'm like thinking, yeah, that's just going to entice them to open it.
Yeah. Well, my character's whole thing is gathering information, so.
Better have a way to make it look like it isn't open. Or someone is gonna lose a hand or two.
So yeah, it's been exactly 665 people. It's been that way since the 2010 census. It only increased its online presence as a tourist draw. And yeah, that's everything that you guys gathered.
There's no way a population count remains that stable. Something's fucky.
Could be completely desolate by now. Or someone is writing wrong facts because they're hiding something.
Well, as far as hiding something, that missing years in the post might have some clues in it. If we can get there to the physical copy, we might be able to find something.
Mm-hmm.
Which means breaking into the newspaper.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Obviously you would.
How far away is this town?
It is quite a ways away. It doesn't say how long it's been away. Yeah, it doesn't say how far away it is.
Well, a good distance in Illinois is a couple hours. So
let me find out by using real world. Chicago to Willerton. Okay, how far is Chicago from Willerton? Okay, guys, I wouldn't be surprised here, but there's no real world
Okay, so it's your call how far away it is.
Yeah. Just think of a number and we will go by a whim.
I am going to say that it is about a 2 days journey. Well, no. Strike that, reverse it. It is probably about I'm gonna say probably about 4 or 5 hours outside the city.
No, no, mine. So we got two options. Either we get a bunch of blackout curtains, go down there right now and get a hotel room, or we leave first thing tomorrow night
Hmm,
and still bring blackout curtains for the hotel.
I mean, if time is of the essence, we should go now. If not, then let's enjoy the party and go tomorrow. And I'm very much in favor of the second, but I don't make the rules for myself here, so let's vote.
I'm kind of concerned about how the prince is going to take it if we wait a day, so I'm voting we go tonight.
I second that. I'm not exactly on his good side.
Agreed.
All right, boring people, then let's get going today.
I'd rather keep my hands.
Well, then don't look into the thingy, or you'll lose them anyways.
I have a plan for that.
Unless you can even then find out about that. In that case, I don't even know who you are. Just saying.
Okay. So how are we going to go there?
Take both cars.
Ask Kiana and Ricky's school, maybe? They can drive, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we going to split this up?
Well, who wants to ride with me in Isabel's car?
I can do that. I don't mind.
Okay. And I happen to have a couple radios so we can keep in contact. They're short distance CBs.
Thinking ahead.
The,
I like
the
that.
kind you buy at like a sporting goods store, not the high end ones.
So their battery is like 5 hours ish.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Mind if we make a
You're
stop on my and Megan's house before we leave the town? Gotta pick up something real quick.
No, I don't see a problem with that.
Good, good. Might come in useful, might not. That all depends.
Ricky will go up to the safe rooms and gather up as many blackout curtains as he has. Probably 3 or 4.
Okay. You're able to get 4 of them.
All right.
Anybody else getting anything?
Once I get to the house, I'll grab something new.
Would I have a way
Sorry,
to
go
get
ahead.
like at least a blood bag?
Yes, yeah. I would say that you do have a way to get it back, but
I'm only
in
at
fact,
one hunger, just in case.
right. You notice that Yana is carrying a nice little cooler.
Oh,
I have iron gillet 3. I don't need the cooler, but sure. It's appreciated.
before we leave, I'd like to look for someone to do a little suki-suk. there's someone around sleeping in a hidden place.
Well, we have a herd, so you can get some blood.
Go ahead and grab me a something or other and roll another thing with it.
Okay, I will take my intelligence and medicine because you said something.
Dexterity and stealth, please.
All right. That's
Sorry,
all.
I was just trying to make a joke. That's all. Sorry.
I'm gonna use the willpower. That's better. 3 successes.
2 successes.
3 successes.
You find somebody.
Perfect.
How many you just gonna down to one?
Going only down to 1. Wouldn't want to kill anyone during the party right now, would we? We have some decency left in this house.
Unlike a certain somebody who decides just to kill
I
people who
get
just
that.
parts in their own.
Before we
Sometimes it
leave,
do be like that.
Yes, Xavier.
I would like to procure a long-range sniping weapon, just in case.
A what?
A long-ranged sniping weapon.
Okay.
Sniper rifle.
You guys are violent.
Essentially, yes.
We need to be violent because we get attacked all the time.
It's just in case.
What invisibility's for? Get out of dodge.
It was
Okay,
me
so you're
before I got contacts. It's kind of late.
okay.
So I'll have to contact somebody. Yeah.
Okay, so Xavier is taking a sniper rifle and their 357, correct?
And some knives.
And some knives. Okay, Ricky is taking blackout curtains. Anything else?
Just the 45 that he always carries.
And the 45.
I'm sorry, no,
Cassandra.
it's a little guy.
I'm sorry?
I said no. I'm sorry. It's a 9mm. He's a little guy.
9 mil. Okay, that's an easy change. Cassandra is taking the crossbow.
And we're picking something up once we get.
What are you picking up at your house?
Well, something that came to my mind earlier is that she probably in her 2 months also picked up fencing. So she's gonna go there and pick up her fencing gear.
Okay, fencing, sword. Okay. And Ren, you are taking the 357 that you just found, some blood bags. Anything else?
All the other stuff that she always has on her. There's the phone and notebook.
Phone, notebook. Okay.
Several pens.
Oh yeah, Ricky's gonna grab a couple spare burners in case he has to call somebody important on his phone.
Yeah, I didn't bother mentioning the little things.
Okay, small things are going to be as needed. I don't care what they are. You've got whatever you want. Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm going to be muting and unmuting because I still need to.
Sure.
And I've only got about an hour left, just so that we're aware.
Okay. That's fine.
Oh, and one more thing she would take from her home is maybe some bottles of stuff that makes people sleep. What's it called?
Chloroform?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Got it. Anybody else?
Nope.
Anything else Ricky would grab, so we're good on his end.
Same here.
Damn. Oh wait, I got one more.
Okay, so you make it to Willerton. Okay, the thing is here says Illinois, but the little map on the other side says Indiana. It's almost like somebody did not proofread this.
Well, if it's 4 or 5
You
hours
could
away
across the
from Chicago, it's in.
across the border.
What?
If it's 4 or 5 hours away from Chicago, it's Indiana. It's not in Illinois anymore.
Depends which direction.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Could be Michigan. It could be
Right, could be Michigan.
what's to the left.
Could be heavy traffic.
Anyway,
Okay. The sign says, "Welcome to Wellington." This is a lie. No outsiders are welcome here. Underneath, a second sign reads, "Population 665." This is true. And Wellington has been one short of the devil's number for some time now. The metal signs are both old, a bright coat of paint hiding layers of rust. Cornfields rise on either side of the road. A single scarecrow stares at the coterie with its empty gaze. Welcome to Wellington, indeed.
I too am an empty gaze.
Wellington is emblematic of the empty Midwest. This is a place of haunted old farms and abandoned homesteads. The town used to be bigger than it currently is, but it has missed the switch to soy, and corn is barely profitable nowadays. Too many young people leave for jobs in the big city. Wellington Town Council reluctantly turned to tourism as a possible source of income. One hotel, situated in a renovated farmstead near the graveyard, does business despite the townspeople's barely concealed hostility towards city slicks. Winding roads twist in and out of Wellington. The locals call them Goblin Roads. It's easy to get lost, even for Kindred. Visitors find cell phone reception and Wi-Fi connection spotty at best throughout the town,
I bet
and
the
downright
shroud's in here.
non-existent in the graveyard and cornfields. I'm sorry, what was that?
I bet the shroud is real thin here.
Probably.
want the chili? You want the chili?
No, just take. Thank you.
You make your way to the only hotel in town, which is the Hotel Wellington. To prevent tourists from upsetting Wellington's normal way of life, the town council passed a ban against letting one's home out as a hotel and similar setups. They conveniently paved the way for the Hotel Wellington, a prestigious renovation, a project of the old homestead near the cemetery, owned by one of the council members' nephews. The sturdy, easily light-proofed wooden shutters and oaken doors make it a practical choice for visiting Kindred to stay. Hotel staff and guests are off limits for feeding as far as Nazareth is concerned, and the same restrictions are not picking them up outside apply.
Sorry, can you clarify the part about feeding for me?
Hotel staff and guests are off limits for feeding as far as Nazira.
Who is that?
Nazira. He is a dreamer that claims the hotel as their domain.
Got it.
Ah.
Understood. Carry on.
And the same restrictions about not picking them up outside apply.
So in other words, if it's a hotel guest or employee, regardless if they're on the hotel grounds or not, they're off limits.
Yep.
That's a shame.
It's gonna make hunger a bit harder, certainly.
I brought blood bags.
Right beside the hotel is the graveyard. It is a sprawling cemetery holding more than 3,000 graves. A macrame peculiarity for a town of 665 souls. The cemetery holds all manner of interesting features, including the grave of a Revolutionary War veteran on the north side, prestigious old family crypts, and many abandoned graves. Wellington's children scattered seeds on neglected graves to appease whatever ghosts they hold in a field of purple, yellow, and red flowers covers it in spring. Occult symbols representing passage and ephemeral nature of time, as well as several symbols denoting Fox River spirits, mark many of the headstones. A small chapel on the south side serves as the secret church for the congregation of the harvest god.
Okay.
Across the street from the graveyard, is Sam's Motorcycle Shop and Diner. And on your way here, you did pass the Last Chance Saloon.
What does that mean?
Is it still open?
It is a trucker stop. Truckers and bikers pass through on the roads to Chicago, gathering at the Last Chance Saloon to trade war stories about life on the road and enjoy perfectly cold beer and undercooked eggs. The Last Chance Saloon is the domain of the Nomads, a biker gang mostly consisting of mortals, but led by a couple of self-proclaimed anarch vampires. The bar is off limits as feeding grounds to visiting kindred, nor are they allowed to feed mortal patrons home or to follow mortal patrons home and grab a bite on the way.
All
Hey,
right.
I suggest we have the two drivers get us rooms, or one of the drivers get us rooms, and the other driver take us to the newspaper. What do you guys think?
Sounds
Any
like a
other
good
ideas?
idea.
For me?
Okay. Which one is which?
I'll send Isabel to procure us rooms.
Okay.
And I guess the two of us in that car will switch to the other car to go to the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
You make it to. Let's see here. Okay, you make it to the library. We can visit the newspaper archives in the Wellington Library.
Okay.
The
I'll
size of
start
the
looking
library.
for the stuff.
The size of the library is impressive for a town this small, but is their pride and joy as a community, having been cultivated since 1898. Visiting needs to be the first thing. Okay. Okay.
So what exactly
Okay,
are we looking
so-
for here?
Anything in between the suspiciously missing dates from what I found by searching it?
Okay, so you only have time to pursue one topic per character unless you hide until after hours. Which means you're
What?
not going to be able to go right now.
We can't just break in.
Could
Uh,
go invisible,
n-
and then just wait.
No. You're going to be waiting all night
Sorry, where are we
because
trying to go?
into the library. The library is closed.
Oh. Because it's night, of course.
It hasn't
Yes.
stopped us so far. Just saying.
Is there can we're how am I supposed to say this? Can't we just ask the vampires in charge to listen? If they're not our enemies and we don't want to cause any trouble.
We know no one around here right now, except maybe the guy who owns the hotel.
Actually, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a kindred that is in charge of this town, like a local prince?
Not that you know of.
Okay, this is part of the fucking laws of the Camarilla, so I'm going to call the sheriff and find out who claims this town, because we are obligated to present ourselves.
Right?
That's what the third tradition,
Right.
I think. So I'm calling the prince and find out who claims this town.
As you open up the burner phone to call.
Sorry.
I'm sorry?
I said not the
No,
prince.
go
The
ahead.
sheriff. I wanted to call the sheriff, not the prince. My bad.
Okay. That's fine. You're still in town, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let me rephrase that. Are you in Wellington still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You look on the phone and you see no reception. You're not going to be able to call anybody.
Fucking fantastic.
Yep.
Is Brad still with me? Can he still talk?
Brad's like, hey, what's up?
Can you reach the sheriff?
Unfortunately, I cannot. I don't have any power to call anything.
Okay, then we need to find
We should have brought a signal booster.
There should be a phone booth at a bar or a restaurant or a truck stop.
Let me use my Malkavian mind powers to contact someone. Oh, that doesn't work. Ah, damn it.
If I may be so bold to do anything, remember you have a goal checking into a hotel right now that has a vampire.
Yeah, we can just go talk.
Yeah, that's what
Isn't it
I
night?
meant
Why
earlier.
are we not going
Probably
ourselves?
ask him.
So yeah, let's back to the hotel then.
Yeah, let us
It
introduce
is
to
proper
him.
form to introduce yourself in a foreign territory.
Yeah. I mean,
We ought to
we're gonna
respect the
stay here
rules
a
of
while,
engagement.
so being on the good side
Still,
of the
we're here for a mission.
Mm.
We should introduce ourselves to the vampires in charge to
Exactly.
avoid any complication.
Okay.
Failing to do that is how you get killed.
This is true.
I am an expert on how to get killed.
Maria Vampire. I almost forgot about the damn traditions.
You almost forgot about what?
The traditions. It's just been a long ass time since I played a Camarilla Vampire.
It's just good form. I'm surprised that Xavier would know that. Xavier doesn't give a damn about you.
Okay. So you walk in and you see a androgynous figure of Northwest
Nude.
African origin that's slight but not skinny. And they are dressed in loose-fitting white trousers and a tunic. Their hair is curly and collar length.
Are they human?
You do not know.
Person with the power.
That'd be Cassandra.
What? Should I check? You can just
Yes,
ask.
Please do.
Okay, well, then I will...
I couldn't remember who was here today.
Sure, I'll do one scry the soul. Wait, unless that is rude to do that before we introduce ourselves. I don't know.
I don't think it's noticeable.
Well, I don't know. Do they notice it when I do it?
Well,
you can tell pretty much off the top that they are kindred.
Excellent.
Okay. Well,
In fact, as soon as you come in, they are the epitome of grace and a warm welcome. Welcome. How's everybody doing
That's not
today?
very kindred of you.
doing...
well, I can't complain. Are you the person in charge here?
I am Nazaria.
Great.
Does she recognize us as what we are?
No.
Well, according to the traditions of our club, I just wanted to present myself to the person in charge and
Ourselves.
knew I was here.
I'm guessing you're from out of town.
I am.
Think so.
Yeah.
Never been here. It's a nice place. So...
Where you from?
Chicago.
I mean, from over the pond,
Prince
but
Jack?
currently residing in Chicago. Yeah.
What was that?
Prince Jackson is still the prince there, isn't he?
Quite so.
That he is.
Despite all efforts to the contrary.
So what brings
Not
you
ours, of
here
course.
to what brings you here in Willington?
There
Willerton.
was a mix-up in a mail service, and a letter got lost, and we're just trying to locate it.
You wouldn't
Oh,
have
okay.
to know anything about that, would you?
Not that I know of.
Hmm.
Had
could have
any
made this
other
trip so
guests
much faster.
recently? By chance?
Do we know what our messenger looked like? Or a name?
We only have the name.
Not that I know of.
Oh, so no Everett York has been here.
I
Did
mean,
she
we
respond
have
at
people
all to
coming.
that name?
We have people come and go all the time. So what do you hear about?
There was an important letter that got lost, and we're just hoping to relocate it and get it to the proper recipient.
Oh, who sent you?
I'm considering whether this would be against the PAC's ethos to say. It came from above us in the command chain that we should do this.
Somebody with the ability to fire our asses, let's just say that.
She looks at you like she's expecting you to say a name.
Does she seem trustworthy? Can I make an insight
Of course
on
not.
her?
Go ahead and make a wits plus insight. Difficulty is going to be 3.
Alright. How much hunger? Only 1.
Wits plus insight. Wow. I could make that only if I got a crit.
I got 3
I get it if
successes.
it all succeeds.
Okay. One, you notice that she's trustworthy. 2, you notice that when you said something about the letter, she is nervous. And especially when you mentioned the missing person, she's more nervous.
Interesting.
You are sure that no one has been here recently that got kind of lost?
No.
You
I would advise you.
wouldn't happen to be able to give us access to the library after hours, would you?
Unfortunately, no. The library is only available from like almost from sun up, like from a certain time to a certain time. They don't extend it for anybody.
May I also
Quite a
do an
shame.
insight on this person?
I'm sorry?
May I also try an insight on this person?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, because I got a good
I'm
with.
not even gonna bother.
One of the free skills.
And my dice don't like me. 2 crits is 4 successes. Everything else is a failure.
Okay. Yeah, you find out the same thing that she is trustworthy. She seems pretty admirable towards the prince, which is probably why she mentioned him. And when talking about the missing person, she does seem nervous, which makes you think that they probably stayed at the hotel, but they probably don't know
I
what
wonder where they
happened to
keep
him.
their records. Just a thought.
Look, Prince Jackson himself is concerned with the whereabouts of this missive. And, you know,
And the messenger.
Messenger
Then-
caused some mishap because they broke the rules or whatever. I'm sure he'd see past that as long as we can get the missive back to him.
Okay, then let me offer up my since you are with Prince Jackson, let me offer up the use of my hotel as your haven, and we pledge to abide by your and you have to pledge to abide by our sovereignty within their rooms, or
And that would entail what precisely?
no, in your rooms you will have sovereignty within your own rooms. But you're not to feed on the hotel staff or guests, even outside of hotel grounds.
That seems perfectly acceptable, right, my friends?
I believe that's acceptable, yes.
I guess. Sure.
Okay.
You shouldn't find any quarrel with us there.
Good. Stay as long as you can. It's getting close to dawn, so you might want to
Well, still
bunker
got a
down
Take a
for the
nap.
night.
bit of time left, but they should probably head to bed soon.
I'll give the Tremere a slight bow. Thank you for your hospitality, and I agree. It's getting early. We should probably get to safety.
Yeah, Cassandra offers to a handshake, and
She takes it.
pleasure to make your acquaintance. Let's hope for good cooperation with while we are here on our endeavor.
Figure's just kind of there.
Same with Ren, honestly.
Oh, and those two are also with us. Just saying.
I mean, I've been talking, but
I'm sorry. What was that?
I just told our hostess that the others are also with us. That we are coming in force.
Like what kind of force?
Force.
Force.
4.
just us.
Oh, okay.
Actually, 6.
All right. Our
Well, the 2 humans. So,
Okay.
where are these rooms I've heard so much about?
She takes you to your rooms.
Do they have proper curtains, or do we need to bring our own?
There's wooden shutters that Kasumi said were pretty much lightproof.
Yes.
Excellent. But I'm
And
asking her.
while we're in this town, I basically have my sense the unseen on all the time. Graveyard that big, there's probably gonna be some ghosts around, I guess.
Okay, hold on. One person at a time. Okay. So you're asking her about the light situation?
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, just shut the shutters. They're lightproof. Their light gets in or out."
Excellent, my friend.
And Cassandra, what were you saying?
I'm basically gonna have sense the unseen on all the time while we're in this town.
Okay.
Just in case there are some ghosts around with this massive graveyard.
She
I need things to have Isabel take a nap and then go to the library and start research before we get up.
okay. You can talk to Nazri if you want for a little bit too
Okay.
Sure.
before going to bed. So how's everything in the big city?
Well, interesting in the Chinese sense.
I think it's kind
In
of
the what?
shit there, but whatever.
Well, as I say, welcome to Wellington.
I like it here. It's small and idyllic. Perfect place for a
Idyllic is
garden, if you
really
ask
good.
me. But you didn't ask me, so.
What was that, Xavier?
Nothing.
Okay. So what's your names? My name is Nazaria.
I'm Ricky.
Xavier.
Ren with a W.
Her name is now in chat, so you know it.
And I'm Cassandra. And you will eventually probably meet my sister, Sophie. So. Get used to
Oh
that.
yeah,
She's
she's here with us
boring.
too.
And you will get annoyed by her, I'm sure of it.
Xavier,
What about me?
did you say something?
Just making a comment about the 7 of us.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Are there any other notable kindred we should know about in this place?
Notable kindred we should know about.
Go ahead and give me a charisma plus persuasion.
Ooh, whopping 2.
You can always
Do I want to though? Sure. Let's give it a try. That's a failure. Great.
Nazira.
I mean,
Nazira.
you
So
don't
how many?
have
Okay.
3
Okay.
successes
So
at
how many?
least.
3 successes, and what did you say, Ren?
well, if she fails, I was gonna try something.
Or what do you want to try?
I was just gonna like, hey, you don't have to tell the rest of us, but you know, if there's anything you'd like to tell me specifically.
Are you flirting?
Go ahead and roll a charisma plus persuasion as well.
Okay, because I have 6 in that.
Oh yeah.
My charisma plus persuasion is
5.
5.
It was 4 or 3 in a crit, so.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. She just like starts opening up to you. There's something about you, Ren, that she just starts rambling. She's like,
Point I took in beautiful.
Take care when you travel here, for there are goblin roads. They twist and turn to lead travelers astray. Don't rely on your cell phones either. You'll find they get no reception. Curiously, the local kind seem immune, but no number of amulets crafted from their hair, skin, and bones seem to transfer their protection. Oh, and I'd hate myself if I didn't warn you about the Star Child. He's a ghoul, or was. Somehow he seems to be without a master, and in my book that makes a ghoul hungry and dangerous. I suspect the goblin roads are a symptom of a larger effect. Towns like this come and go, buildings erected from prefab. Yet look at a map of Rillington, and you'll see some points always held a building. First of wood, and now a container, or in rare cases, some actual stone abode. Something always sits in those spots, and I sense power there. Oddly, I suspect the kindred of Rillington enforce their rights by their very presence. I'm not the only one to notice the power coursing through Rillington's winding roads. Mortals revere their harvest god, and the cornfields reek of blood. Even walking off the road makes me want to fall to my knees in an undignified display. And I do wonder if the bewitchment would fade were all kindred to leave. I suspect it's VtM that acts as the binding agent. Still, exile is exile, and here we remain.
Exile from where?
Where are you exiled from? Since she's saying this to me. If you don't mind sharing, of course.
Yeah, I from the pyramid.
Oh, of course, you're Tremere.
Yes.
I should have known.
No idea what that means, but I'm okay with that.
The Tremere hierarchy is the pyramid. Very few escape it, but apparently some get exiled.
Oh,
That's news to me.
Exhilarating.
If I might ask one question.
Yes.
Is it possible that this this harvest cult has something to do with the disappearance of the messenger?
I don't know. I couldn't speculate. Maybe.
I mean, you could speculate, but
I mean, like I said, I mean, there's power coursing through the winding roads. And like I said, the cornfields reek of blood. I mean, when even walking off the road makes me want to fall upon my knees in an undignified display.
you just
So I mean,
yourself.
I know, but I really do think that because of the power in the cornfields, it might be that they went into the cornfields. Who knows?
Okay. Well, thank you for the information.
Yes.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna head on to bed. You guys can enjoy your chat.
You do that. Enjoy your night, or morning, or day, whatever. Go to sleep.
It's functionally night for us.
Goodbye.
I'm going to make a list of things that I want Isabel to research at the library. First thing being this harvest group, this religion around the harvest.
Okay.
Second thing, the corn fields. What's important about the cornfields to this? and she specifically needs to look between 1888 and 1889 September.
Okay.
And Ricky leaves that note for Isabel and goes to bed.
Okay, so give me the breakdown again of what was all.
Okay, specifically, I want her to research between spring of '88 and fall of '89 the harvest cult and the importance of corn to this town.
Okay, so she's your goal. You'll be making this roll for her. Go ahead and roll 4 dice for me.
Okay, 4 dice. 2 successes.
Okay. I will make a note of that. Thank you. Okay, anything else, anybody, before they go to bed?
I probably can't afford to feed in this town. That's a real shame.
Gonna need to eventually.
Still, it wouldn't be good for me.
I brought blood bags.
Blood bags don't really work for me.
That's unfortunate.
Well, it comes with my condition.
I guess
Being-
Sophie. Guess Sandra would just take a stroll around the hotel while she still has a bit more time than the others.
I'm sorry?
Cassandra's just gonna take a stroll around the hotel while the others already head to bed.
Okay. Okay. Wake up in the morning. Everybody give me a rouse check.
That's a failure.
That's a success.
That's a success.
That's a success.
Oh, do I need to deal with my stains before I go to bed or at the end of the session?
I think it's per night.
At the end of the session.
Okay.
Oh no, I died.
Okay.
So I'm up to 3 hunger?
Yes. That is what I got. 3 hunger. Still not bad, but
I don't like being
It's
this
not
hungry.
1.
It's not 0.
Xavier really doesn't like being above 2 hunger.
Well, then ask where one can find some food.
Places one gets food is not somewhere I can get food.
Well, ask our hostess. Maybe she has some advice.
My feeding habits are a bit peculiar.
Still, asking doesn't cost anything most of the time.
Dignity.
If you don't want
I'll
to
ask
risk that.
for you.
Don't you dare.
Just do it. Just be so nice and ask. Okay?
okay, so first thing that's going to happen is that Ricky, say what's your goal's name again?
Isabel.
Okay.
Isabel.
So Isabel and Yana is the other one. Okay. So the first thing that's going to happen is Isabel is going to check in with you and saying that the only thing that she could find was actually nothing. The only thing that she could find was that there are almanacs here, and And going through them, the only thing that she could make out of them was that fertilizer can be made all year through and stored in vats for ripened for use during the growing season.
Okay.
Is somebody's dog sneezing?
No, she's got kennel cough. She's coughed.
But that is a dog.
I'm waiting for her to stop so I can give her a cough pill.
Has she had antibiotics today?
Yeah, she had her antibiotics this morning and her cough pill this morning. Almost.
What was the other topics that you? I'm sorry.
It was just those two topics about the importance of corn and the harvest cult.
Okay, she could not find anything about the harvest cult at all. So.
Okay.
No, I will say that you can make it to the library real quick, and if you go first thing in the morning.
I still have an hour earlier.
First
I
thing
could
in the
get
morning?
there a bit sooner than the others.
That
What's
is true.
First thing in the morning.
In the evening.
Well, first thing in the evening. It's still morning. Okay, so Cassandra, or is it Sophie?
Still Cassandra.
Okay, you can get 2 subjects to look up, or everybody else gets 1.
All right. Are there any newspapers around?
That is if everybody wants to go to the library.
Yes.
I have nothing to search for unless
I've
somebody
got
asks me
the
to.
big brain bonuses, so I probably should.
Yeah.
I'm guessing intelligence investigation would be the role.
It depends. There's many different roles for many different things here.
Okay.
I'm not going unless Ricky asks me to go specifically.
Honestly, it probably would never occur to Ricky to suggest anybody in particular go.
Then, give me a minute to remember my own name.
Xavier? Yeah, Cassandra would go look maybe for some newspapers if there was anything about some person going missing recently that would maybe fit the description of this courier.
I could
Okay,
also
so-
talk to the vampire in charge, but that's later.
Okay, so what is okay, so we're gonna go off with Xavier for the moment. So what is Xavier doing when everybody else is at the library?
Does anybody have any suggestions for what Xavier does?
The only things I can think of wouldn't be safe without the rest of the group, so no.
Then Xavier really has nothing to do.
I mean, there are things you can do. You can get the lay of the land. You can try to talk to other tourists. You can try talking to animals. You can try talking to the townsfolk.
I can't talk to animals.
You can try to feed.
All good options. I'll just wait for the group's return, honestly. There's not much I can do other than break into people's houses.
Okay.
That is my specialty.
Okay, so what is everybody looking for, Ricky?
I'm going to try to research that that harvest cult or religion.
Okay.
In local history section at the library.
Okay, go ahead and give me a Intelligence plus occult.
Plus a cult. Okay. Let me find
Yes,
my.
he's got 0 dots in occult.
Ren, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to find anything on the days that were missing.
So you're gonna try to find the missing copies.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a wits plus academics. Your difficulty is going to be 3.
Wits plus academics. Oh, that's 5.
And Cassandra.
Nerd.
Yeah, that's her whole thing. 3 successes,
well-
exactly.
Okay, hold on.
The first thing she's gonna look for is, as I said, about maybe if there's something in the newspapers about someone coming and going missing recently. Something along those lines.
Okay, go ahead and
Just a heads up, I really don't have much time left. It's almost
Neither do
8.
I.
okay. That is fine. Okay, so you're gonna look for missing people, and what's the other one?
And the other one, something about the Goblin Roads. Those sounding quite intriguing. See if there's anything mentioned anywhere here.
All right, real quick, Ricky, what did you get?
I successfully roused the blood and spent a willpower for a reroll and ended up with 5 successes total.
Okay, Ren, how many did you get?
3.
Okay, Cassandra, you made no rolls. Is everybody cool with us stopping right here?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah. Just note what we got on our rolls and give us the information next week.
Yep.
I don't need to roll?
Before. No, you have nothing to roll.
All right.
You have no stains. Yet.
No, I mean in regards
Actually-
to Hackles.
Oh.
Go ahead and give me intelligence plus occult real quick.
I've got it. I've really got to go.
Yeah.
I know.
No, like,
Go ahead.
all right.
Go
Thanks.
ahead. Have a good week.
See ya.
Yeah, you too.
Yes, have a
See ya.
good day.
Bye.
Was it me with the intelligence and occult?
Yes.
All right then. Rouse check. That's a success. That makes 6. Damage 2 hunger. Alrighty. Boop, boop, boop.
You can go ahead and go as well.
Who?
It's just a good. Who's left in here?
AJ and
Yeah. Xavier, you can go ahead and leave if you need to. You don't have any more rolls to make, so.
Mikey.
and
Yep.
I got 3 successes.
I will put the experience in the chat.
All right,
Thumbs up
cool.
noises.
Alright.
Okay, so you got 3 successes?
Yep.
Okay, and before we leave, Ricky, go ahead and do your immunity roll there.
Okay, that's a rouse check. There's a die with numbers on it. Damn it!
There's no rouse check for the immunity roll.
Well, no, I was saying it's the rouse, not the rouse die, right?
It is dice equal to your immunity. Whatever it's not.
Yeah, one
Marked.
die. I rolled a 6.
Oh, just one die?
Yeah, that's because I have a humanity of 7 and 2 pains, so it leaves me 1 die.
Okay, yeah, whatever dice, just not a blood die.
Right. So I rolled a 6, so it's success.
Oh, yep, you don't go anywhere.
Damn it. Ricky.
Wait, you're at
keeps
7? I thought you were at.
Weren't you at 6?
I thought you were at. Yeah.
Didn't you lose
No, I'm not at
one?
6.
Because everybody starts at 7 and you've already found one roll.
Started at 8.
Oh, you started at 8.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay. Never mind. I'm confused.
It do
That's
be like
okay.
that sometimes.
Yeah, I started with a high humanity, and that's part of why I used consensualist as a feeding type.
Oh, okay.
Can feeding types change over time? Anyone wants to? Or are those set in stone forever?
I think they're set in stone. I can definitely look that up and tell you next week.
That would be nice. Because, I don't know, maybe want to change up things eventually. If it fits story-wise, obviously. Not story-wise, but character-wise.
So, what does everybody think of Willerton so far?
Ooh. Small,
So
creepy
far,
place. Like it.
it puts me in mind of the Twilight Zone episode with little Opie Cunningham sending people to the cornfield.
Do you know what it kind of reminded me of? Children of the Corn.
Okay.
Doesn't ring a bell. Is that a movie? Or something like that?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Ah, okay.
It's a movie. What happened is, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong there, AJ. It's about a town whose kids are worshiping a corn god, and they go into the cornfields and they kill their parents and
They sacrifice everybody over a certain age.
yeah. So that's what it reminds me of.
They're very, very evangelical types. They're creepy as hell.
Sounds nice.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get going because I'm dragging ass here. I'm gonna take a nap.
All right.
No, go ahead.
Enjoy that and see ya tomorrow.
All right.
Yep.
Take care.
See ya.
Yep. Have a good night. And Kira, you have a good night too.
Yep. By the way, I finally decided what to spend my accumulated experience points on.
Okay.
I got one more in dexterity, up to 3. 1 point in melee, and I took the fencing specialty in there.
Okay.
Alrighty.